welcome back to Sam Mingo's YouTube channel, the best place for all things money and medicine. Today, we're gonna talk all about your big job interview because I want to help you land your dream job and get you more money, even if your job isn't in medicine. This video is for anyone who wants to crush an interview. I have one tip for you. That's it, just one stinking tip that will change your interview mindset and possibly guarantee you the job. You wanna know what that tip is? Come closer. Nobody is you, and that is your superpower. The greatest mistake you can make on an interview is hide who you are. Why would you do that? You are incredible, so please stop trying to be someone you're not. Don't be the person you think the interviewer wants you to be. Be yourself. Best behavior and politeness gets you the interview, but once you're there, you have to sell you. Keep in mind when you're interviewing for a job, you are selling a product, and that product is you. You are the product.
But Sam, it's so easy to get flustered. I don't know if I can show the real me in a high-stress situation like that.
That's fair, and that's okay. Interviewing is a skill in itself that gets better with practice. Practice. But there's something you can do, even if this is your first interview ever, that will make you a more memorable candidate for the job. Here's my big secret. Be a storyteller. I repeat, be a storyteller. No one else on this earth has your life story. Your perspective is the sum of all your experiences, which is why only you can provide this employer with your ideas, your solution, and your skills. And in a world of clone, your life story is uniquely yours. So tell it and sell it. Let me show you how. I like to keep my top 3 stories in mind when I'm walking into that interview. These are key points from my life story that prove my hard and soft skills. They don't have to be related to the job or even the job experience at all. However, innately, they apply because I lived these stories, and these stories are part of what I bring to the table. If you don't already know, my professional experience has been in the medical field, and I spent the last 9 years being a PA in urgent care and in family medicine. Number 1, I am a first-generation Chinese American woman raised by Chinese immigrants. I speak Cantonese fluently, a skill that was necessary for my family's survival because I had to translate everything for my parents. And being a translator my whole life has made me hyper aware of all the disparities in healthcare, especially when it comes to minorities and non-English speaker. More on this a little later on, but my point is displaying that I am bilingual shows diversity and practicality. This adds value. Again, this adds value to my future employer, and that's what you want to show in your interview, how you add value to the company. Number 2, I grew up in Las Vegas. Oh, good old Sin City. I grew up very poor. I was raised by 2 Chinese immigrants who fled Vietnam after the Vietnam War. My mom worked as a maid and my dad worked as a game attendant, both at Circus Hotel and Casino for a minimum wage salary. Here's another fun fact. My brother and sister also worked there, so the casino essentially put food on the table for us. And growing up in Las Vegas, I witnessed a ton of my friends and family skip college to work in the casino because in Las Vegas, dealers and bartenders and cocktail waitresses, they make way more money than accountants or lawyers. And for the longest time, I thought that was where I was gonna end up, in the casino, until one day my parents said, no, you are never allowed to work in a casino. We are gonna make damn sure that you will be college educated and you will break the poverty cycle in our family. I carried that burden with me my whole life, and that's why I love and hate this town. This city raised me, but I always thought that I was better than this town of drunks and partygoers. And I tell this story every time I'm interviewing for jobs in Vegas because this city is me. I am the product of this city. I grew up here, I hate it here, but I love it here. And despite how much I hate it, I cannot live without this town. It's home. And the people of Vegas are my people. They are my community. They are the people I want to treat. And as a medical professional, I've witnessed the horrible hospital system here in my own hometown. It's seriously horrendous, and I have such a passion for improving this medical system here. And when I speak so passionately about my hometown, my face lights up and my employers see They can see it and they can feel my passion. And they love to hear these personal stories of connection because I'm giving them a reason to hire me. I am telling them I am a good long-term investment. I am here to stay. So that's why they'll hire me. And number 3, when I'm asked about my work experience, I tell them that by no choice of mine, my medical career started when I was 10 years old. I was translating immigration paperwork from lawyer. I was calling insurance companies to verify medical coverage for my parents. I was selecting HMO or PPO plans for my parents before I even understood what insurance even meant. Most of my childhood was learning to overcome obstacles. In order for my family to survive in America, I, as the best English speaker in the house, had to be a problem solver. How many 10-year-olds do you know that have had any involvement in doing weekly grocery shopping, let alone filing insurance claims? This is my story. This is where my path to becoming a PA began. I started as a medical translator, then I graduated to being a dental assistant, and then I moved on to becoming an optometry technician, then a pharmacy technician, then there's so many technicians, then an ultrasound technician eventually. But explaining this long and wide history with the medical industry increases my credibility and makes me a good candidate. And also, it really just helps them root for me because I am the underdog, and underdogs are the shit. Everybody is rooting for the underdog. So as you can see, in 2 minutes, an interviewer can know a lot about you as a person. Your life and skills should be different from mine. Maybe you had a, very comfortable childhood that has grounded you with stability, or maybe despite your limited experience, this job is your freaking passion and your work ethic will prove it. Take the time to find 3 or 5 important parts of your life or career that has shaped you into the person you are today. And you'll find that sharing your life experiences usually leads to more questions about you and less about what the interviewer has on their little sheet of paper. Because when you're showing up as you, you're more interesting than what's your biggest weakness. At the end of the day, just being you sets you apart from your competition. So take the opportunity to shine. One of my MAs always say every single day, it's your time to shine. And I love that vibe. I love that so much because when you're walking into the interview, think of it that way. It is your time to shine, your time to share your stories, tell them who you are as a person. And that's what they're basically buying. You are the product. With that said, I wish you the best of luck. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Thanks for being here. Bye, guys.